The jewel of Real Madrid, new Santiago Bernabeu Stadium is looking magnificent. A project that has been in the making for 7 years is now nearing its completion. When will it be finished, and what can we expect from the new stadium? Find out in the video. Santiago Bernabeu Stadium will become one of the most modern stadiums in the world, having mechanized grass and a new stand in the 4th amphitheater, named after Santiago Bernabeu, one of the most important figures in the history of Real Madrid, who played for 16 seasons for Los Blancos and served as its president for 35 years. Santiago Bernabeu Stadium will be a new age wonder. Real Madrid is one of the most iconic football clubs in the world. It is among the elite inner circles of football giants that carry the legacy of the ultimate champions. The brand of Real Madrid is worth a fortune and can be seen all over the world. We all know that football doesn't know borders, and that is the case with Real Madrid. Its historical legacy speaks for itself. They are the most successful team in the history of the biggest football club competition in the world, the UEFA Champions League. They have even won it 3 consecutive times in modern football history, from 2015 to 2018, etching their name in football history once again. Real Madrid also won the UEFA Champions League 5 times in a row, in the years 1955 to 1960. The global brand name of Real Madrid is associated with one more thing: their crown jewel, their stadium, Santiago Bernabeu. Real's president, Florentino Perez, a former politician, has restored Real Madrid to its former glory. In his 2 periods in charge of the club, he has won 53 titles. He transformed Real into the richest club on the planet. He also made a few improvements to their stadium, and UEFA immediately recognized it and held the finals of the Champions League there in 2010. However, Perez is most famous for creating the Galacticos, a team of world-famous football players who played for Real Madrid. The term was popularized in the 2000s when Perez aggressively recruited the best players on the planet. In the first Galactico era, players that came to Santiago Bernabeu were names like Luis Figo, Zinedine Zidane, Ronaldo, David Beckham, Michael Owen, Robinho, Sergio Ramos, and others. They won the UEFA Champions League twice. They won the La Liga also twice. They've won 1 UEFA Super Cup, 2 Spanish Super Cups, and the International Cup. The team was the most spectacular team to watch in the world. Their combined talent was a beauty to watch. Following Madrid's dry spell and Barcelona's treble in 2009, Perez recruited Cristiano Ronaldo, Xabi Alonso, Karim Benzema, Gareth Bale, Luka Modric, Eden Hazard, and others, which is known as the second Galactico era. Even though not all Galacticos lived up to expectations, it resulted in them winning 4 UEFA Champions League titles in 6 years. But Perez had more on his mind. He wanted to build a brand that will last a lifetime. Winning football matches was one thing, but as he showed with Beckham and Cristiano Ronaldo, global popularity was the biggest source of revenue. Their ability to generate revenue was extraordinary, from product endorsements to selling TV rights, tickets, and t-shirts. They have managed to earn the club 6 times more money than by just playing football. Santiago Bernabeu, the crown jewel of Real Madrid's football legacy, also needed improvements. It all started in 2012 when the first set of proposals started coming in. Since Santiago Bernabeu is located in the middle of the city surrounded by buildings, remodeling it was a great challenge because of the lack of needed space. It was decided that the rebuilding or remodeling of the stadium would be handed over to a group of architects named GMP. L35 Rebus. After everything is complete, the new Santiago Bernabeu Stadium will have over 66,700 square meters. 20,000 of those square meters will be dedicated to a new square, and the street near it will become pedestrian. The shopping center will be replaced by 5,500 square meters of gardens. The stadium will have 3,000 more seats, 82,000 in total. It will have a new lighting system, much like Allianz Arena in Munich. One of the new features will be the 360-degree video marker. 100 million euros are spent just for the new translucent stainless steel shell that will cover the stadium. The shell will also feature a new LED lighting system, which will change colors or display video or text. Of course, the cover is retractable. It could be closed on rainy days in just 15 minutes. Among the new facilities that will be opened in the new stadium is the Museum and Tour of Bernabeu. Its goal is to increase the number of visitors by 1 million per year. Also, a new interactive museum will open on the east side of the stadium. For the games and concerts, there will now be a double screen. There are also new spaces for esports tournaments. Some new bars and restaurants will be added to the new venues. Another part of the project will be 20 new entrances to the stadium, which will allow for a better evacuation. 82,000 people is a big number. Also, the new chairs being added have a width of 55 centimeters, as opposed to the older ones, which had a 45 centimeter width. 1,000 seats are reserved for people with reduced mobility or some kind of disability. Even the heating and ventilation are being changed and upgraded. The biggest upgrade on the stadium will definitely be the amazing pitch removal system developed by the engineering company Center. Because of the hydraulic systems, the grass field will be mechanized, meaning it could be lowered and moved to the interior of the stadium via portable rails and trays when it's not being used for football. It can become a multi-purpose venue, and it can be used for concerts, shows, conventions, or other sporting events. One sector of the stadium had to actually be destroyed in order to build a new ventilation system, which will keep the grass in the optimal state underground. The underground area in which the tray with natural grass will be held is called HIPOGEO, after the underground chamber beneath the Roman Colosseum. The area will be equipped with ventilation, air conditioning, lighting, control and irrigation systems, all to preserve the grass. The trays will stack on each other vertically, and each tray will represent one layer which is easily accessible to groundsmen and caretakers. What fantastic and incredible engineering! The magnitude of the remodeling is so big that there were at one time 400 different simultaneous lines of action on the stadium. Despite all the hard work of the contractors, Stadium Santiago Bernabeu will not be finished until the summer of 2023. The remodeling began in 2019, and it should have ended in 2022, just before Christmas. But the war in Ukraine resulted in the delay of the much-needed materials. The stadium will soon celebrate its 75th anniversary. The club expects to start the 2023 to 2024 season in the new stadium. The new stadium, despite not being finished, has already started generating revenue in a deal with the investment group Sixth Street and U.S. sports entertainment group Legends. The club earned $360 million. As its president said, the transformation of the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu will be a turning point in the history of Real Madrid. The club even created a digital replica of the new stadium, in which the fans could navigate their avatars and view 3D replicas of the different venues, museums, and trophy rooms. In the application, there is an automated voice translator catering to the needs of fans of Los Blancos all over the world. It seems like Real Madrid and their president, Florentino Perez, know a lot about marketing and branding. It is no doubt that the opening of the new Santiago Bernabeu Stadium will generate immense value for one of the most successful clubs in the world and will continue the legacy of the Los Blancos. Let's just hope that Karim Benzema, Eden Hazard, Luka Modric, Vinicius Jr., and others will continue that legacy and use the momentum to earn their club more trophies this season. We're all waiting for that splendor, anticipation, and talent we're used to seeing in Madrid.